to get it right and then lose it all again. That's the poison.
Like, let's go to the lessons I've learned from the Howard Stern show. And thank God I caught the week where they were talking about getting the poison out, because we don't know what that is. The poison. You got to get the poison out. You're a man. I can't speak for women, but if you're a man, get it out. You don't get that out, you're gonna get infected. You know what it's like to be infected? You do some dumb shit that you flip it around immediately and saying, what the fuck? What? To who? Huh? And it's always to somebody that you love, that you normally would have sex with, that just is a poison like yourself. It has a clear head, doesn't want to bang during church because it's your brother's wedding ceremony and they're about to say I do, but you got your cock out and you're in the front row and you're spitting on her hands, then blowing up 2 minutes later after the I do's is done and you're out running to the first whore you can find off that Backpage site you look for massages on. That's where you're going, because she didn't want to get freaky with Live a Little in the front row because you wanted your brother's wife to see it all go down because you thought she might have liked that. No, now you're banished, hated, you're a family meme and a gif, the funny little caption on the bottom. Everybody's sharing the hell out of it. Even I got a copy. And you're single. You're actually homeless too, because that was her house you lived in. You know, your girls. You weren't married though. You weren't ready for that, so it was quick cut you out. She got a new guy coming over tonight. Matter of fact, another story. And you're hitting yourself saying why? Swimming in a pool that you're about to drown in because it's way too full of regret. You, too much. And we've all been there. And that's why it's the same old thing. Same old song and dance. Same old fumbled steps. Every couple, every time. Because most of the time, the poison seeps in. Moves fucking slow. It's methodical. It ain't like a rattlesnake bite fucking moccasin. No. Anything but. It creeps. And it's like gonna always creep because it doesn't like anything to do with you in a state of calm and chilling without some sort of medicine keep you that way. Everybody after 13, men that is, we got a medicine that we gotta keep up with, or else that hate inside of us, it'll take over, fuck us up. 90% of the reasons why so many of us appear to be fuck ups. The poison done took over, and now once you fuck up so much, you get to that point where poison may be out. Fuck it, look what I've done. Might as well just keep going. Click, click. Get the poison out. Get it the fuck out. Or take your medicine. But when you take your medicine, it's just like pills. You gotta be on a fucking regiment. Get off that regiment, you're off your routine. And your state and all the homeostasis that you had going for you, that for the last week was the reason why you were just chilling, smooth sailing, and all right. Now you ain't, because you put your cock out at your brother's marriage ceremony. That ain't like you, is it? Normally he would be the one doing some shit like that. That day it was you. Fucked everything up. But look at you different. It will for the rest of your life. Heard it was cold in there too. That sucks. Just saying. Would have been better if it was real warm. Yeah, two-time loser right here. What'd you do differently? That girl, I seen that dress she was in. Yeah, we all saw it. It's on the GIF. In the meme, she's in there like this. Yeah, that dress looked like a production. When I say that about a woman's clothing, I'm saying that at least for a week, that dress she was wearing was on her mind. It was in the daily fucks that life has, and you got to share in those daily fucks, whether you wanted to or not. And I know that you didn't want to. None of us do, but dealt with it. And all the fucks came with it after and for, and this was the moment. You finally had a word. You had a moment to breathe, suck it in, and taste some of that silence. So you kind of came out of a fog on top of a fog. This is the first time you had a moment to be who you are, and who you are is a man with the disease. And you're suffering tremendously, dealing with what an insatiable bore that whole ceremony must have been in the first place. Double-edged sword, and you were just fuck yourself. That should have known. How could you? You couldn't. Poison was in. Didn't have sex that whole week because fucking dress, figuring it out, stitching it, fucking getting it fitted, fucking colors, dry cleaning, fucking different shades of goddamn fucking blue. Then there's lavender. What the fuck? Goddamn flower goes with it. Fucking necklace that cost you half a paycheck. Fucking hours of work you ain't gonna do again. Fired now. Boss saw that. She got your video game, got your computer, but not your iPhone. Get that iPhone. That's your cure. That's your go-to. You gotta put it on a reminder. Do that. Daily reminder. And it'll say, get the poison out. 8 in the morning every morning. Ding, 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 ding. What's that, honey? Nothing. Just don't just swipe it away. Look at that shit. Check yes or no. It'll log that in. It'll start to know you. Want that phone to know you. Save it. Next girl you have, next wedding you go to with her, after the next week, deal with abduction. The week just dealt with. All those fucking cuss words that came with it. Fuck that it was in your head. You know? Be able to walk tall and strong the fuck out of the next one with your body intact, because you got a bed to go home to go to sleep on, because your bitch didn't kick you out, and you're gonna be alright, because on the drive home, she said from dealing with all her bullshit, cunty ways for the past week, you're gonna suck your dick on the way home. If you can last till you get into the garage, she'll let you pull up your legs and lick your ass a bit, but that's it, because your mind would have been right. You'd have been using that shit, letting it know you, and you needed that medicine, go get it out. There you can. Look and watch porn on iPhones, you take that up in the bathroom. Won't even take long. Do it during work hours at all possible. Like maximize your productivity and your levels handles the day. Come out with a clear head, walking down whatever corridor is on your way to whatever mundane thing that you do. Look left and right at them beige walls. They're always beige. And you have something else going in that head aside from look at that tits, look at that ass, look at them tits and ass. Shit, I want that ass. And you're looking at her. She works next to you. She's like the female version of you. And you're nothing to be ooh-ahhed at by anybody in their right mind who ain't gone off Molly, 3 days high off blow, and just needing more blow so they'll do a lot of things. Or heroin on the downspin with the knowledge that you may have some. They'll also do a lot of and say a lot of just to get a lot of. So short of any of that, anybody in their clear mind, they're not looking at you and they never have been. She's just like that. She's as homely as one of those middle American one stories are. You know, the ranch style. There ain't no fucking horses for miles. Just Walmarts, Applebee's, hoo-ha's, wing doggers, and then repeat the same 4 things like a cook-cut goddamn country. Boom, 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 and throw a church here and there. Sprinkle it in with some billboards that tell you tattoos are bad, drugs will drive you to the devil, and sex is an Uber ride to that same spot, and Jesus is good. And then I say, God damn, you get the point? Get the fucking poison out. Or what's the point? There isn't it. Unless you like a life of madness just around you. Be walking around and you'd have that thing like Pigpen does on the Charlie Brown comics, meant to symbolize a whole bunch of dirt. Well, yours won't be colored brown, the lines around the flies. It'd just be red to symbolize fucking madness, because that's everything in your life, because you're poisoned past the point. Like I say, what's the point? Don't let it get to that point. Do yourself a favor. Do us all a favor. And while you're doing it, remember, flush that shit down the toilet, or I'm doing you, and get it done. And live amongst the rest of us, hopping and skipping and drinking and boozing and loving and fucking and hugging and tugging and beating and eating and meeting and greeting and cocking and blocking all of it that aren't sick, you know? It is hot. It is, you know, but I take the heat, the cold, any day of the week. So why is it hot as hell if I take that over a Missouri winter any day of the fucking week? I deal with hot. I just take some clothes off, look better, and they continue to look even better and better from all the slimming down the high heat tends to do. It's like a natural diuretic given to you from Mother Nature in all her splendor, because she wants you to look good too. She knows you're American, and she knows that, unfortunate as some may think it is, not all, looks will overwhelm personality any day of the fucking week. Any day. This used to work even online, but now it doesn't. Now it's too jumbled up of a fumbled up, bumbled up, fucked up, coddled up, cunted up, dick pic down, chick flick, fucking white chick, distorted face, makes me sick, picked up, fucked up, lied up, trolled around, twisted, with kind of a snap, fuck you, get fisted ending sound that nobody knows what to make of anymore. They don't know what to trust, who to be, or who they're really looking at, because look at the picture they put up of themselves and they know that's not them, so why should I be me? You follow? So you gotta be smooth with the tongue on the type, say the right shit, and then you're pretty much golden. There is no real dates anymore. All it is, alright, well, we'll go out, get through the preliminary bullshits, and all that is by both parties. Is this person going to be normal enough? Are they going to be normal enough that I'll be able to suffer through sex with them? Just so I can feel better for the next 2 or 3 months until I have to do it again. Or I'll get lucky and maybe I'll fall in love. But you can't go looking for that, because I'll just end up back here. And right here in this online dating world or whatever world, it's all the wrong places. So I'll go out and have some drinks, crack some jokes, hear some jokes, tell some witty little stories, try out some material, get to buy a new shirt, put that on, take a picture in it. Maybe see a comedy show, maybe not. Have a nice bowl of soup at Chili's or a hamburger at Huba's. You always wanted to go to Huba's. Who did bah humbug, bah bullshit? And you do, and you get through it, and there you are. What do you do next? You've made it this far through dinner. There's only one reason to continue sitting and talking after the meal with a person that you just met. It ain't for the conversation. Nobody has the time in any day to give a shit about somebody else they just met and the stuff that they have to say, to the point that they would trade it for time alone with themselves on a couch, itching their armpits, by themselves, eating ice cream mixed with A&W root beer. They call it a float. I call it fuck yeah. Get the poison out and go to bed. Nobody's that good at conversationalist. So they're there for a reason. How do you approach it next? All you have to do is get past the one barrier, and then you're home free, because you get past this barrier, it's on. But that's a pretty tough barrier, because if you're the first person to go,
which is that moving in for the kiss move, the legendary game changer by the end of the night, you better do.
And your timing's off, whatever. If it doesn't work out and you don't get a back, you get like a
shut up, something like that. You don't even know what the fuck it is.
then you're hurt. You are hurt like I am in this heat, but not as bad as I would be in the cold. Be freezing my ass off, and I like my ass. I like the heat, big dick it gives me. Cold fucks everywhere else. So you don't want to be left out in cold like this.
Now you just did that move and nobody's doing a move back. No counter.
Because if nobody goes,
and then you both go,
and meets it, that's a traumatic moment right there that will forever change you into a man or woman walking on eggshells, living in fear and praying that that moment will never happen again. And to make sure that it doesn't, they're never going to do it again. They're just going to be awkward as shit and fucking annoying when you both get to that moment. They'll look like they're constipated. Something's going on in there. And you're going to feel it, but it's going to go. And any chance of you giving that moment to them is past, because now you're on guard. Because this person you've been talking with the whole night, swell conversation, topical, relevant, kinda, made some sense, and gave off the appearance it was a normal person you were dealing with, conversing. Now is giving off the vibe that she might want to kill you, from how standoffish, weird, and discombobulated or uneven her equilibrium all of a sudden has got, as the sway is kicked in and she didn't drink but half a cup of wine and wasn't there near long enough for you to get the roofie in. Xanax, Klonopin, Lorazepam, Temazepam, Xanibars, actual roofies, Rohypnol, Valiums. Anyhow, so why were you getting this vibe? Well, you better do a small version of fight or flight, counter it. She's got constipated? Give fuck you, I could be Zoolander at any moment back. And that's where it turns into a standoff. People, at one point, only seconds before, both wanting to indulge in a kiss, suck on each other's tongues, the way the French do it, so I hear. Naughty. And after that, if all went well and swell, and this move flowed evenly and nice into the next, you'd be walking up the steps to her house under the pretenses of cups of coffee. 2 in the morning. You don't drink coffee. And she's all out of Keurigs. That's all she knows how to make. You too. But you're lying to yourselves. You're walking up them stairs anyway. Cock all in hand. Get bigger, but not big enough. And now your mind's fucking with you. So you haven't had it in a while and she's a new one, new girl. You're fucking beating yourself up really bad now. You can't get it off your mind like, fuck, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because you know there's no fucking coffee up there at all. There's barely a goddamn 4 standing up walls in this place that you're walking into. But the pretense is there. Fuck, how long could you hold out? Now you're getting smaller. All you can do is think about getting big. You had it once, but then you lost it. What the fuck? How'd you used to do it? Oh, god damn it, you should have stopped at that. Ah, fuck. And then you realize why at every liquor store ran by an Indian, when you're checking out, you see all them dick pills there. Rhino, tiger, bear, rattlesnake, cobra, furious, kill you, maul you, eat you, ferocious animal. All those pills with that shit on there, like jungle names and shit, you realize why they're there and why they're $15 a pop. Because right now, you'd give me $1 million to have a hard dick. No questions asked. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. When did black people start driving Harleys? A black neighborhood, anyway. You'd give $1 million, wouldn't you? Hand it over. There you go. There's your pill. You. Anyway, baby, as we were saying, now you just gotta delay it a little bit. Let that shit kick in. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Don't give her too much fucking tongue and lip of whatever's going on in your life that you gotta talk about, but just enough to get to the foreplay and make that last until you know. Yeah, so you get down there with your tongue. Something you don't normally do, especially after you hit 30. Fuck that. Now that's like the only thing you can look at a black person and say, now I get it. I get it now. I'm gonna be like you. Cool. Then they're flipping it up and taking the opportunity and the chance to do it to the white chicks, and then all I'm looking at is a bunch of Michelle Obama wannabes, and I'm intimidated as fuck. Zip my mouth, roll out. Back home, jerk off. Back to you, you're licking. You don't want to deal with no Obama. Nah, you want power. You don't see a strap on in this room, so you're not gonna play submissive just to fucking feel it in the ass, like you did with your last girl. You're gonna be the man tonight and show her. You got the confident cobra juice running through you from the king one you just took. Thank me later. Shit's got ox blood, rhino horn, and fuck yeah, jam-packed in it. Be hard as a rock for 9 days. Thank me after 10. Best 9 days you ever have. Make them count. And when you do, it ain't gonna be after 10 days, because you'd have banged to the bang been done out of you, and the love seeped its way right on in with that girl. Because after the first monumental legendary bang, epic, if said the right way, which meant it just lasted forever, and then died down around 6 a.m., you weren't even on coke, which blew your mind too, because normally you'd have to been blowed the fuck boom way back, and she agreed. Then she said, or heroin, because it reduces the the sensation, and it's harder for her to come. So sometimes if he was on blow and she was doing that, it'd go all night, which normally would have been a no-go, I'm gone, see you next time, I need to feel swell. But no, you just took that in as a haha, yeah, we all do that. Slowly accepting the word forever combined with her name, something real original. You never heard this one before. Lisa, white, middle-aged, fucking average, nothing special about her. She used to have good blonde hair in high school, nice tits, but they went floppy quick and she got fucked out of that hair and lazy, so now it's chopped short like a dyke. But she still says she's the girl kind of Lisa and still likes to suck dick apparently, and claims she'll eat ass next time. She played with yours a little though and let you put your tongue on hers. It was clean enough, dirty enough too, to make it that much hotter. Forever. She ain't sure any things were gonna happen when knock out that ring on whatever finger you put it on. Make that commitment because that's where you were going. I mean, you stayed the next week with her. She took off work. It's not like she had much money anyway. You see these shambles that you're living in right now. I mean, you had to order takeout 17 times the entire time you've been here, shutting yourself in like a couple fucking recluses, high up off of methamphetamines and ding-dang doodles. No, for her, she'd kicked dope years ago. Been on the straight and narrow, trying to get her life back together. Those shambles is a palace for her. You judgmental fuck. You, on the other hand, high as a kite, rock hard, tearing around, fucked off, fucked in, and fucking her up in the head without even knowing it, because you ain't goddamn no material worth a damn. But for those 8 days, whatever, 9, give or take. Cloud 9 over there in Shitsville. All her rehab neighbors, 6 days off the pipe. Most on the dick, just like her, but whatever. Give and take. Use, replace, circle it around. It's life. Gotta have a vice. But the vice gives back. You're in there now. In your 8 days, you got in her heart. But then, you said you couldn't take any more vacation time off from that job of yours. Nice one, too. Yeah, you got a sweet little setup down there in Redondo Beach. Got a name tag and everything. It says cunt. And you do just the same, whatever that is, that would get you a job in Redondo Beach with enough freedom to be able to just, on a whim, take 8 days off to fuck your life out of some whore and then come back like it's no big deal. 17 orders of takeout on a company card. That's a life you were living. The high one. Now you're back to reality and come time for a lunch, martini hour with your chums. Go down to some Brazilian fucking gaucho grill, where it's that all-you-can-eat kind of skewered shit that been played out for somebody like you, but you get it anyway just to not look like your fucking name tag reads. Not realizing that when you see that waitress at the gaucho grill, Brazilian fucking meat place, come over and start shaving off some kebab on your plate, it occurs to you, this homely waitress is 1,000 times better looking than that day-old roast beef I just spent the last week and a day or two naked with, lying on a bed without a frame on a dirty floor. Didn't even have a clean towel. Kept using the same old towel. Still had to shower in that towel, because there wasn't any tissue either. And I got a lot on the bed too, for 8-9 days. This waitress, the homely one, shaving off that kebab to you, looks as beautiful as whatever beautiful woman is in your head that you use as a placeholder for beauty. And women, or just somebody you really want to fuck because she's hot. That homely waitress is going right there. You know, while she's shaving off your kebab, you're looking at a little pooch roll, popping out her kind of generously tipped belt, some other waitress shit in it, and she's bending over a little extra for you. Fucking half off bangs and weird ponytail kicked off to the side, just enough because it's within their regs. Piece of flair here and there, but enough titty. Mom titty. You know, are both middle-aged now and that shit bigger and sags more, but not for nothing. It's there. You're looking at it. Fucking sun-beat freckles on it. Lines deep in the middle. You see all the way down to that pooch belly. It's there. It's white, pasty. Got peach fuzz all over her. And the smell doesn't smell like anything Calvin Klein made or anything you're gonna find anywhere that sells any clothing more than $4 for $1 at the panty and bra bin. Victoria's Secret's like 4 for $20 or something. I said 4 for $1. She's wearing some cheap shit. Jordache. Redux. Done by the same fucking place that did my glasses. They could do glasses, then chinks can't do fucking Jordache. They forgot. They lost the fucking chemical makeup for that. Nobody knows what that smells like, so it smells like her. Middle-aged, white, fucking hanging on to everything she can to still live in Redondo and work at that goddamn chop shop. Fucking tourist Groupon. Piece of life. She gets to live every night on and day doing split shifts just to make that fucking cunt rent. Living with a roommate she found off Craigslist. Guy tries to rape her 4 times at every 5 nights of the week he sleeps over. The other 2 nights, he's out banging whores off Craigslist. Ones he was up front with. You just get the girlfriend fuck you're scared experience. But your hopes is high still that a man like you gonna come along on a martini and fucking kebab gaucho lunch meat hour. I'm gonna sweep her off her fucking swollen hurting feet. give her a piece of the good life. And now you're on a roll, motherfucker, because she looked good and you got that confident dick. You don't even need no king cobra, rhino blood, ox horn in you this time. You could go all night just on kebab and Absolute. I bet you got that infused shit too. She'd be able to look past that green apple Absolute just because you got the stack in your wallet and you're with some other guys kind of wearing suits. Whatever California's version of it is, which would be like a casual Friday in New York, is a ready to go Tuesday there in Redondo. She knows what's up. You take rest of the afternoon off, you fucking swells cover for you. Say you were doing some charitable shit. Meanwhile, you got her in the back of the dumpster, diving deep, digging ditches, down in it, raw. Bust a load so full, kicks you both back. Almost comical. It's cool though. You guys got each other's numbers and you're gonna make a connection again real soon. Thing is, she got your go-to number, which turns out it's just a number he grabbed off some douchebag on Craigslist who was trying to get women to be his roommate and were into rape fantasies, but were acted like they weren't, but really were, but secretly acting like, oh shit, you just peddle off her roommate's number. She realizes that the moment she has to call you because the test came up positive. Motherfucker, you're having twins. 2 more of yous bobbling around. And your confidence, that confident dick has been lost. That week you did alright, but you ended up snaking back to the homely girl in the shack, bed on the floor. Now you're in love. You fucking love her. You really do. You've even introduced her to your friends. With enough makeup on, and the right shit, and the good expensive perfume, she pulled it off. They like her. You guys are all supposed to go to a gaucho tonight, celebrate some shit. Fucking engagement. It's not even her anymore, it's a fiancé. It's been a while since, what's her name up there from Redondo had the pleasure of you that one moment trash can in the back. Dumpster. Remember you were diving in it and her? Yeah, you nasty. You figured it was no big deal for her. She knew the play. She gave you a look and then smacks you in the face with a goddamn full bottle of that Absolute apple shit that you and a fiancé love. Everybody backs off and they get ready to do something, pulling out their cell phones like, and then she says, see my fat ass? Because there's 2 more of you in here. What's your number now? Because it ain't what you gave me. Get fucked. What's the moral of all this? The universe ain't gonna help shit. You gotta help yourself. And along the way, don't try to fuck too many people while you're doing it. I don't know where that just ended, went, and became, and started from, but maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If not, suck it.